Hey guys, so today I'm going to share with you my eyeshadow palette collection. I figured I did a huge declutter and you guys might be interested in the products that I decided to still keep. So if you guys are interested in my eyeshadow palette collection, then stay tuned. So we're going to start off with my little kind of palettes. So I purchased the past 2 years from Too Faced. They're like holiday house kits or whatever. I have them up here. Let me show you guys. So I have them up here, the Too Faced little holiday village kind of thing. So I have the eyeshadow palettes right here. I don't gravitate towards these too much, but I do like to travel with them. I'll just grab one or two and pop it in my bag and travel with them. I do like them. Some of the scent kind of went away in the eggnog one, gingerbread cookie, that kind of stuff, but I do like having these on hand and they are really fun to play with every now and then, just whip out. Recently I got the Marc Jacobs, this is the Scandalous eyeshadow little palette, so this is what that looks like. Honestly, I haven't tried this out yet. I really need to gravitate towards using this, especially for the fall time. I think it would be really nice and pretty, so this is definitely a everyday makeup kind of drawer that I need to be pulling because it's gorgeous and it's pretty slim packaging. I just got that for my birthday, so I do need to use that. Then the next eyeshadow palette I have is from Lorac. This is the Unzipped palette. This is kind of now one of my oldest palettes in my collection. Really love these shades. It's definitely a neutral palette. For you guys interested in neutral palettes, I do believe they still sell these. I really like how many sparkly shades they have, and then they have a couple of matte shades on this side as well as undercover. So it's definitely a great eyeshadow palette. I haven't reached for it too often, but I have been lately. Then you guys know I have my Lorac Pro palette. This is my palette I've been panning for my Pan That palette in 2017. I'll give you guys a sneak peek since you guys are watching, and that is where I'm at on that. This is now my oldest in the collection, so once this is done, the next oldest is my Lorac Unzipped palette. So these are the ones I'm working on using up the most. Then this next one is my favorite one that I gravitate towards a lot. This is the Anastasia Self-Made palette. This unfortunately was limited edition, but I really do love the shades in this palette right here. My favorites are Treasure, Pink Champagne. I really like Isla, which is the mint green kind of shade, and I like Deep Purple. So those are the shades I really gravitate in this palette. Such a fun palette. I'm really happy to have this one. I actually did a giveaway with this palette when it came out a year or two ago. Really love it. And then I have from The Balm, this is the Nude Tude palette. I really didn't gravitate towards this one too much. My husband actually picked it out from Kohl's for me. We had extra Kohl's cash, so he picked this out. I'm not too big of a fan of it, but I really haven't given it too much of a try, so I need to work on trying that baby out more. Then I have my Then I have my only Urban Decay Naked palette. This is the Naked 3 palette. I just decluttered my Urban Decay Naked palette. It was old. It has a lot of parabens in the eyeshadows. These don't. These have no parabens in it, and the eyeshadow colors are really perfect for fall time for me, so definitely going to gravitate towards this one in the upcoming months. Then I have my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. I love this palette as well. I really love Coconut Cream, which is that shade right there, and I love how blendable and easy these browns are to use in the crease, so smells so good still. Definitely love this palette. Then I got the Subculture palette. I did a 7 looks full review on this palette. I'll link that video down below. But since then, I really haven't gravitated towards using it too much. I've really been concentrating on my Lorac Pro palette, but these are great shades for the fall time as well. I am keeping this palette and I really love the All-Star, Axis, and Electric shades. Those are kind of my favorite in this palette, so definitely playing with that. Then I have my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons, and Satin Sheets is my favorite in this one. So that is that. I got this around Christmas, New Year's Eve, so it has a special kind of bond in my heart, this palette, because me and my husband went to Asheville. This was the palette I brought, and that was just a fantastic trip. So love this, sentimental reasons. Then I got the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. I got this last Christmas. I really don't think about gravitating towards this palette too much. When I do, I use this vivid white shade right there, which is called Celios, I believe. So that's really what I use for that, or sometimes I'll use this like yellow banana shade, Ludwin, all over the lid. So I use this a lot when I use my Subculture palette. These two paired together are perfect. I find that the Subculture palette doesn't have enough like mattes, or not mattes, neutrals to kind of mix in with it, so I do gravitate towards the Kat Von D Shade and Light with that palette. Then I have my NYX Happy Birthday palette. I got this for my birthday from Ulta for free in July. Have not touched it, so need to work on playing with that as well. Then we have my Z palette right here of all my kind of single eyeshadows that I've depotted. I also have my Urban Decay Naked palette that I depotted right here. And then, yeah, some random eyeshadows in there. Also have this mini Z palette of some other eyeshadows and then a random blush that I'm working on. And then I have 3 more palettes. I have the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. We wanted something fun on our trip to Florida to play with just kind of bold shades. So we got this palette. It's pretty much my only like colorful palette that I have in my collection. And it has small pans, which is perfect, wide variety. So really love having this whenever I do want the crazy eyeshadow look going on. And then I have 2 Christmas kind of palettes. One is the Christmas in New York palette that came last year. And this is the Chocolate Shop. I really love this stuff. I am definitely going to gravitate towards this come November, December. I like to just have my Christmas stuff then. And then this is the Tarte High Performance Naturals Amazonian Clay eyeshadow palette. I got this a couple years ago from my mother-in-law. Really haven't gravitated towards using it too much. They have a lot of darker shades that I don't really get drawn towards, but I do still have it. It's not too hard to store how thin and flat these are. So yeah, that is every eyeshadow palette that I have in my collection. Still a lot, but definitely a manageable size for me. If you guys are interested in more collection videos, let me know down below. I can definitely do some more for you, and then like a big overhaul kind of thing coming up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye!